Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a dupes versus video. Not really sure what to call this, but this is my video comparing the Wet n Wild liquid catsuit to the Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick. These are for this shade in particular. This is Flame of the Game, and this one is Anna Nicole. So I purchased this a couple months ago, and then when he had his Memorial Day sale or whatever, I bought a whole bunch of 50% off stuff and then decided to buy this even though it wasn't on sale. I went on there and I was like, let me see if I can just find a color that I want, and I purchased this thinking it would be similar to this one and I could do a comparison video. Now they are practically the same color. Now I will do a comparison for you. Here are the bottles, and even the lids are the same in the fact that they have like that little clear space up there. The lids are the same height. This little piece right here is the same height. The actual like little plastic container itself is the same, and it is also like the same, I guess, circumference around. Now to compare the applicators, here is Jeffree Star and here is Wet n Wild. Now Jeffree Star's is a little tiny bit wider. This one's Jeffree Star right here. It's a little bit wider. It's a little bit thicker. Same shape, has that same like little scoop in there where it holds the product. It feels the same, it looks the same. It's very similar. So I'm going to swatch the Flame of the Game, and I'm gonna do like a W for Wet n Wild. And then I'm going to do a J for Jeffree Star's. There we go. I'm going to let those dry. And while those are drying, I'm actually going to swatch these on my lips so you can see. But as you can see, the color is literally the same. And I will compare the formula, the application, and everything while I'm doing this. So I'm going to do Jeffree Star on top. The Jeffree Star formula is definitely much more liquidy than the Wet n Wild one. And it kind of has a chemically smell. And then Wet n Wild, it's definitely thicker, almost moussey. And up close, the Jeffree Star layer is a lot thinner, and that probably has to do with the fact that it's a much more liquidy formula. And since it is thinner and more liquidy, it's drying a little bit faster, but you will have to go in with another layer. The Wet n Wild one, not so much. So just wait for these to dry. While I'm waiting for those to dry, I will say that the Jeffree Star one, I think because of the formula with how thin and liquidy it is, it breaks down a little bit easier than the Wet n Wild one was. So the Wet n Wild one is. So since the Wet n Wild one is thicker and requires a little bit less layers, not even any layers at all. I ate pizza one time and I had Wet n Wild on one half and Jeffree Star on the other. And the Jeffree Star one broke down a little bit easier than the Wet n Wild one did. Of course, they both broke down because pizza's greasy. But the Jeffree Star one broke down easier and a little bit faster than the Wet n Wild one did. So, not really sure what that means. To me, it just means Wet n Wild lasts better. I mean, some people may just like Jeffree Star's formula a little better than the Wet n Wild one, so, I mean, that's your prerogative, but still waiting for these to dry. You can see there's a little bit of wetness there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a regular baby wipe and wipe them to see, so that you guys can see which one wears off faster. Alright, so they are both dry. See that? I'm going to take a plain baby wipe. This is just a Parents' Choice wipe from Walmart. And we'll wipe. As you can see, Jeffree Star is practically completely gone, and Wet n Wild is still holding kind of strong. So, I mean, there we go. Okay, so you can see for yourself, they're pretty much the same color. Formula is a little bit different. Lasting power is obviously a little bit different. So you can make up your own choice as to which one you want. This one does retail for $18, and it has 0.10 fluid ounces or 5.6 mils. And the Wet n Wild Mega Last has 0.21 ounces or 6 grams. I don't really know. So this one has 0.02 more ounces than Jeffree Star does. So if you really love Jeffree Star Cosmetics, then go with this one. If you want the cheaper version of practically the same product, go with this one. So there's my comparison of those two. I hope this was helpful for anybody who was wondering. And yeah, I am getting the summer collection by Jeffree Star, the liquid lipstick collection. I was going to get the entire box, but I actually don't really like the lip ammunitions, so I'm just going to get the liquid lipsticks and try and see if there's any other like Wet n Wild liquid catsuits that are comparable to those, so that if anybody doesn't want to get the summer collection, they can just get Wet n Wild ones. So that was it. I hope this was helpful for anybody. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more videos, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.